My task for tonight is to inspire my audience. My intention is to tell you about a program that I've worked with for a number of years, which is very successful in inspiring teenagers. That's a particularly difficult group because they already know it all. Actually, was a military program that I'm sure none of you are aware of. A little background information. A submarine is a very complicated piece of machinery. It's very unforgiving to people making mistakes. Add to that a nuclear power reactor operating continuously, you have a demand for highly skilled operators. The Navy operates their submarines with very young people, and they constantly rotate. There's a stream of people going in, doing their duties, doing it well, and leaving. There's a long, continuous pipeline of training up people. And I'm going to tell you how they do it. Every military recruit takes a test. It's called the Armed Forces Vocational Aptitude Battery. It takes most of one day. It has 9 big parts of different types of thinking and working. It has a section on science, section on math, section on reading comprehension, tools, administration, many areas. Based on these scores, your classifier can decide what's the best field this man should work in. And all the scores are added up and gives you totals. And those total scores correlate pretty well with IQ. Nuclear power Navy selects their people from the top 10%. Right away, you have a very select group. Our nuclear power program uses 3 different skills: mechanical skills, electrical skills. That green light's on already.
Shouldn't be on.
No, I have 8 to 10 minutes. Mechanical skills, electrical skills, electronics. Those 3 groups are ones that they're trained for. The qualifications: you have to be a high school graduate, no GED. You have to have completed high school algebra. You have to have a good academic record, good moral character, an age less than 24, and a U.S. citizen. The pipeline is so long that they have to do a 2-year extension of a 4-year enlistment in order to enter it. When recruits come out of boot camp, which everybody goes through, that's 2 months, they go to the Nuclear Power Training Facility, which is in Charleston, South Carolina. And the first training is 3 to 6 months. This is the Navy calls A school. It's basically a trade school. These young seamen and firemen, the machinists go to machinist mate school, electricians and electrician mate, and electronics, their school. And they get the basics of their school, learn the tools, learn to use the drawings, learn about their equipment. After that, they go to the Navy Nuclear Power School. That's considered the most difficult school in the Navy. They go there with very good beginnings. They have IQs off the charts. Their aptitudes are in the hundreds. But when they get there, they often meet their match. They have never been challenged before. They've had it easy in school because they're pretty smart kids. This school is difficult. They'll learn to study a way they've never learned before. They really study. They'll learn they have abilities they've never tried to use before. Results are awesome. The curriculum, basically college level material, they cover nuclear physics, reactor theory, thermodynamics, electronics, electricity, and hydromechanical systems. It's similar to college education engineering, but it's not calculus based. It's reduced down to algebra based. The course lasts for 6 months. They go to school morning and evening and afternoons. Their evenings are all study time. They don't study in their quarters, they study at school. They have individual study cubicles at one one time, I think they still do. Most of your evening work is problem solving. They've got they're assigned problems in their daytime lectures and labs. They have to work them out. There's a lot of instructors in the evenings available, answer all questions, but if they're stuck, they'll give them guidance. If they don't understand something, they'll explain it to them. There's a lot of attention, but there's a lot of hard work. Attrition rate runs 20 to 30%. If you have attrition, that shows you have quality control. At the end of the 6 months, the graduates go to what the Navy calls operating prototypes. They have a number of reactor plants. There's 2 old submarines in Charleston, South Carolina that have been demilitarized. The power plants are operating. They run around the clock. The students work 8-hour shifts, rotating shifts. Every 2 days they change. They learn every watch station on the ship, in the power plant, for operating, for casualties, for maintenance, for calibration. When they finish, they are very well prepared to go to an operating power plant. They also are very well covered in radiation safety. Besides the 2 plants in Charleston, there's 2 dry land plants up in upstate New York. When they finish this, they're eligible for a $12,000 cash bonus. Meanwhile, they've had automatic promotions as fast as the law permits without examinations, as long as they're current in their studies. Those who are in the surface ships will go to the ship aircraft carriers. Those going to submarines go to submarine school. That's another month or 2. And some of the best performing machinists go to 3 months of water chemistry school. Every power plant has a water chemistry lab. They're trained for that. And some electricians go to welding school. So they're well prepared by this time. When they get to the ship, they have to start all over, learn the power plant, learn watch stand, but now they're useful to the Navy. They're actually earning their pay. Up to that time, they spent from 18 to 24 months in a training session. Their enlistment is 4 years plus a 2 years extension. They have a choice in 4 years. Are they going to stay in the Navy for a while? Are they going to do their 6 and get out? It's a split. Probably over half get out. They didn't do their extension. Industry knows these people. There's a lot of ads on the internet I see. At nuclear power school grads, we want to see you. And a lot go to college. Those that stay in the Navy, re-enlistment bonus, first re-enlistment bonus is from $60,000 to $80,000. That's for, depends on the skill required, and the demands change over the years. The program tended to work. The Navy has gotten the right combination of carrot and stick, or incentives and threats. It's calibrated right. It puts out a long pipeline continuously of highly qualified people. Is this inspiration, or inspiration sometimes with perhaps a little higher calling than what we're doing here? But it works out. I consider it inspiration because it's inspirational to do this with these people. Thank you. So it's very successful. Now, speak of inspiration, we have a group here. And you're here for some reason. And you all also are here mostly to improve yourselves. And there's possibility of advantages and threats too. Many here think there's a different benefit to improve your public speaking. And some may feel that if the public speaking does not improve, there may be some concern. In the amount of effort you put into it, you decide yourselves. We push our sailors very hard. Mary and Monica aren't gonna push you that hard. Do your best. Thank you.